Machete gang, 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 gang. Machete gang,
blind to the boys. Listen to the sound of machetes at war. Blind to the boys. Listen to the sound of machetes at war.
Machete gang,
Blind to the boys. Listen to the sound of machetes at war. Blind to the boys. Listen to the sound of machetes at war.
J-Slang, Mr. Brisbang, that's what they call me out here. Keep it 100, signed to Poly Central, was good. Shout out to Hope and Machete District.
the blade all in motion cause it's sure to get tricked. They're red and blue flag with the white.
Just been doing a lot of features with our local artists out here in Brisbang. Probably a year ago that my latest project was 100, the straight and narrow, but working on my album mixtape, EP, whatever, you know, if I get some traction. Yeah, just looking to collab with more artists out here, internationally, everywhere.
Blind to the boys. Listen to the sound of machetes at war.
Man, where do I start? Just growing up, I actually grew up around a real religious household. So, you know, my parents were pressuring me to attend church, and as we do, a lot of Polynesians when we grow up. But, you know, when you've been bombarded with a lot of religion growing up in your household, and when you walk out into the block, you know that's their street life. Everyone's on that buzz. A few of my boys got me into recording into the old little boom boxes back in the day, and I was actually good at writing a lot of poetry. So I used to kick my poetry. I've been rapping since I was 9 years old. Basically got into that, and then you just everyday life struggles we growing up, man. You know, come from a household, real religious parents, not much food in the cupboard, hungry, like literally hungry, and yeah, just feeding off the boys when I was growing up and listening to, you know, all the jams they had, because we couldn't afford tapes. You know, back then it was just listening to the radio, and my boy used to play a lot of Bone Thugs, Pac, Biggie, all that good stuff. And you know, I just adapted it to how I knew how to cook rhymes, and this is where I'm at.
Generation X, here to pull them all in check. What's the blade all in motion cause it's sure.
A lot of local street artists. One in particular was the Movement was one of them. I knew him back then in the hood as Shaolin. You know, big on hits. We used to tag on a lot of fences. Two-Face, but he calls himself Face Killer. He just to hear someone spit like him back in the day, it was, especially from my hood, from Otara, he was painting a fucking vivid picture of how we lived, and you know, it was just, I was like, man, I didn't even know people from my hood could rap like that. So you know, I just fed off that. Mr. Sick, Erman, he's one of the OGs, and even a few of the Dawn Raid boys, Mareko, Decepticons, and Dawn Raid used to do this course back in the hood. I think straight off the streets, the albums, or straight from the streets, and yeah, that was probably the first ones I heard, and yeah, I just fed off that and try to paint my picture. Machete District, man, the dopest trio out here, probably in Australia and New Zealand. Poetic, he's just lyrical assassin, SMV, grimy and gritty, holding it down for the villains, man, and the movement, he's from the same neighborhood I'm from, Otara, was good. Yeah, man, he's the man. Kicks a lot of street knowledge, and yeah, they're dope as fuck. That's why Machete District's here. They're back to show form and show you what's up.